I'm here with Maddie. And Maddie, why don't you tell me where you're from?
I'm from Richmond, Minnesota.
Richmond, Minnesota. All right. So did you go to Ricori then for high school?
I did not. I was actually homeschooled.
So you go from homeschooling to Ridgewater and you pick nursing as your field. How did that decision-making process? Why Ridgewater and why nursing?
I chose Ridgewater just because it was a huge goal of mine to go through college with as little debt as I possibly could. I heard a lot of good things about the nursing program at Willmar, Ridgewater. Um, and so far, all of those building up of it has been true. I've really enjoyed their program. I chose nursing because when I was 5 years old, I got into a car accident and broke my collarbone and was hospitalized for about a week and absolutely loved my nurses. I just fell in love with them. And since 5 years old, I wanted to be a nurse. I wanted to be just like those amazing nurses that took care of me. And I've learned that I just absolutely love taking care of other people. I think that God had just given me a heart for others, and making sure that their health is as high as I can make it.
That's incredible stuff. That's a really noble way to do it, and how you got there is incredible. Now, with our current pandemic situation that we find ourselves in as we record this, how has that changed how you study, how you're able to learn, and how your classes are working for you?
So all of my clinicals where I have the hands-on experience and able to kind of just see what different nurses do, all of those were taken away from me just because they are a vulnerable population, and we don't want to accidentally transfer anything over to that group of people that we want to take care of. And that has been really hard. I really enjoy the clinical hands-on experience. So now we do a lot more just online work of watching videos to just see how nurses work with this area of nursing. And that is still, it builds my knowledge still. It's just a little bit different. Studying has changed where I actually have more time to study, which is helpful just because I'm not spending as much time at clinicals. And we do all our lectures online through Zoom, which is a little bit different. And it can be less distracting, which is good.
So, what's one thing that you wish the Willmar community or the people that support Ridgewater or are curious about Ridgewater, what would you want them to know about how difficult the nursing program is, or the stresses of being a student? What's one thing about student life that you'd want them to know and be aware of?
In the nursing program, I would say just take it easy on yourself. There's a lot of up and downs in the nursing program. I went from being an A student my first year of college, just doing generals, to no longer being an A student, which is really hard for me. It's very humbling, but I'm getting through it, and that's what's important. My grades are not going to be posted on my name tag, and I think that the heart behind what you're doing is more important than your grade level.
That's incredible. What's one area that you think that students need some more support at Ridgewater?
I think that the students need possibly, I don't know, I don't think a lot of them use church. I think that there are a lot of great communities at Willmar for church, but just some of their behaviors and I think a lot of their anxiety would be helped through getting involved in a church atmosphere more often.
Yeah. And so what's one thing that you do to kind of meet that need, or what are the things that you do to meet that need?
Mhm. I'm able to do a young adults Bible study on Sunday nights through First Covenant Church, and then also through Joppa, there's a Bible study I'm able to do on Tuesday evenings. And Then also I personally do my own devotions time every day, or try to do it most days. You get really busy in school. Yeah.
No, that's great. Last question. Well, two more questions. I just thought of another one too. So where have you grown the most in the past 2 years or so since you've been going to Ridgewater?
Ooh, I think that trusting God has been a huge thing. I think it's going to be a life lesson because God gives us a lot of opportunities to trust Him. But I think He has really grown my trust in Him in the last 2 years.
Okay, last question now. Once everything's deemed safe to resume normal activity, let's just say hypothetically it is, what's the first thing you're going to do with your reinstated freedoms? What are you going to do?
Um, oh, there's a lot of friends I'd love to catch up with. I've just had a lot of social spicing with friends, and I've missed everyone so much. So I mean, if I could, I'd like throw a huge party and just be like, come and join me. But it'd probably be more like one-on-one time.
Awesome job, Maddie. Thank you so much for your time. I'll post this. I'll let you know when I post this. But thanks for your time, and God bless you. And thanks for joining me today.
Yeah, thank you. What are you talking
We can start this over. Hey, who do we got here?
to? Little bro.
We're doing an interview with your sister about her life at Ridgewater.
Oh. I thought like I was like out there and I was like, who's she talking to?
It's just me. I'm the chaplain across the street from Ridgewater College.
Sorry.
No problem.